Back to Fit Day 163. Ladies and gentlemen, I have some bad news. I regret to inform you that I am no longer sick. So I'm no longer sick and I'm not burning nearly as many calories as I had been before. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to actually watch what I eat and eat healthy foods and eat less food so I can lose weight. Are you serious? That's unbelievable. I'm very upset about this. I was burning a bunch of calories back when I was sick because my body was constantly, fighting the infection. It required way more energy. So because of that, I was able to just eat a bunch of crap all day. It was pretty cool. But now that I'm actually healthy again, I actually have to eat good food and I have to watch what I eat. Are you serious? This sucks, guys. I can't believe this. You all need to give me advice. How am I supposed to get sick again so that I can eat ice cream? How am I supposed to be happy if I can't just eat ice cream all day and somehow still lose weight, guys? This is ridiculous. I won't stand for this. It sucks, guys. Unfortunately, I have to actually eat healthy again. So we will be doing that, obviously. I weighed in this morning at 179.2 pounds. No, 0.6 pounds actually. So that is a 1.6 pound increase from yesterday. Unfortunately, that does suck. The last 3 or 4 days, I was eating more than 3,000 calories a day, and I was literally losing weight somehow. Unfortunately, that time is over, guys. The time of eating a bunch of crap and losing weight is over. Unfortunately, it was good while it lasted, but I'm going to be eating healthy again, obviously. I saw that this morning. Yesterday I said I'd eat no more than 3,000 calories today. When I saw that weight in the morning, I was like, oh crap, all right, now maybe I need to move up my timetables a little bit. So instead, I set a new limit of 2,500 just in my own mind. In my mind's eye, I set this limit and I did not go past it. I did not surpass it. So I had about 2,430 calories of food today. That's pretty cool. You could say that we could put a 1 up there on the streak, but I don't know if I'm going to consider cheating to be part of the streak anymore. Even if I plan to cheat, we'll see. That's kind of up for debate. I don't really consider this a real win. If I say I'll eat no more than 7,000 calories tomorrow, I'm not gonna put a 1 up there when I eat 6,000. I don't know, guys. I haven't really decided on that, but I'm just gonna leave it as a 0 for now. I think we're gonna do 2,000 calories the next 2 days, and then after that, we'll go back to the normal 1,600 calories, not including protein shakes, just in case, I want some protein or something. That's a nice little cheat in there, just in case I need some protein. And, I'm obviously having 120 calories to have 24 grams of protein after I lift or something. That's probably a good thing. That's not really going to hurt me. So we put that little, that little loophole in there just in case we need it. But like I said, 2,000 calories the next 2 days, and then 1,600 like normal. I did not get much protein today, unfortunately. That's kind of a screw up on my part. I had about 42 grams of protein, 2,430 calories of food. Not the best, to be honest, but oh well. At least I did exercise a little bit today. I did some calisthenics. I just did a bunch of random things. I didn't really do anything that's worth tracking, to be honest. I just kind of screwed around a bit. I did some burpees. I did a few push-ups. I did some push-ups after burpees, which was a lot more difficult than I was anticipating. I did some overhead carry where I took a 25-pound weight and just held it above my head and kind of walked around. Probably looked kind of stupid if I'm being honest, but I saw that, that's an exercise. I don't know. I'm just kind of trying random stuff. I just tried a few different things. I'm trying to formulate a normal workout schedule, including runs, including weightlifting, including calisthenics as well. So I want to include all 3 things of those. I want to do my whole routine over the course of 5 days a week. So I want to have kind of a Monday through Friday sort of thing. Not those exact days, but kind of like that. To where, I do it in the morning before I have to go into work or something so that I can get that done so that, there's daylight. I'm not going to get hit by a car or something, out there jogging with a weighted vest or something. That would be kind of stupid, but I want to incorporate weighted vests into it. I want to have a bunch of barbell compounds. I want to do, actual long distance running. I want to do a bunch of different stuff. So I'm still kind of formulating that in my mind. I don't know. I haven't really made up my mind on that stuff, but I'm working on it. I will give you guys updates as I come up with new ideas. I'm probably going to do 2 runs a week. I think maybe all 5 of those days in the morning, I will do some kind of little calisthenic circuit, including maybe a weighted vest, jog. Maybe I'll do a few little things, and I'll go on a tiny little weighted vest jog, and I'll come back and I'll do a 30-minute type circuit, 30-minute, 45-minute type circuit or something. And then I also want to do 2 runs a week, and then I also want to do 2 weightlifting sessions a week where I use the barbell. I do compounds like overhead press, bench press, back squat, deadlift, a bunch of different exercises, chin-ups, pull-ups, probably assisted so I can do higher repetition ranges. I want to do like 5 sets of 12 reps for most of these lifts, or at least that's kind of my rough draft estimate. I'm working on it, but I'm kind of yapping a little bit. So I went in this morning at 179.6 pounds. I had 8 hours worth of sleep last night. I had 5 grams of creatine as always. I had 1 gallon worth of water yesterday. I had probably half a gallon today, so I don't think I'm going to finish that off. I'm considering not tracking my water in the future. I don't know. I haven't really made up my mind. I feel like it's not really that useful. I already kind of drink a lot of water anyway. I don't know, guys. I haven't really decided on that. I mean, are you guys really tied to the gallon tracking? Is that a really like a necessary part of the video? I don't know. Let me know if it's like super important or whatever. I don't know. I feel like I kind of want to optimize things a little bit so that these videos are a little easier. I've done it every day for 163 days, so I kind of want to make it a little bit easier for me to do at the end of the day, just so it's not as difficult, not as time consuming and meticulous and whatnot, guys. I put tons of effort into these. I sit here, I study for hours trying to be like, how many grams of creatine did I have today, But seriously, I'd like to optimize things. I'm thinking about maybe like, instead of using my notebook, I'm thinking about maybe just, I keep most of my records on my computer, and then at the end of the day, I write it out on the notebook. I'm thinking maybe I'll just like text it to myself or something like that and read it off my phone so it'd be quicker. Just little things like that. I kind of want to optimize things. And I also want to do like a video or like maybe one video a month that isn't like fitness related, that's like edited and kind of different. I kind of want to experiment a little bit. These are the kind of things like poking around in my mind. I've been thinking a lot today, if you couldn't tell. So, I dropped my notebook. Okay, so I pretty much went over everything today. I had 2,430 calories today, 42 grams of protein, day 0 of the streak. I had pancakes, that was 400 calories, 10 grams of protein. I had chips, 640 calories, 8 grams of protein. I had peanut butter crackers, 6,000 calories, 12 grams of protein. I had some ice cream and some syrup, 790 calories of food with 12 grams of protein. All in all, today I had 2,430 calories, 42 grams of protein, day 0 of the streak. Tomorrow, I will probably do some form of weightlifting. I'll probably do bench press, assisted pull-ups, and overhead press. That's sort of my goal. We'll see. I'm kind of playing around with different ideas, so we'll see. Things are subject to change. I'm going to have no more than 2,000 calories the next 2 days. That is basically it for the day. I don't really have anything else to report. I haven't really been watching or playing anything. Most of the stuff I had been playing before, I've sort of deleted or gotten rid of, except for Pokemon Go. Still on the Pokemon Go grind. I'm considering getting like a hat for my team. I don't know, guys. Maybe that's a little bit too nerdy even for me, but I'm considering it. I don't know. I got to waste my money on something. What else is there? I think that's about it. So, your mom's fat, basically. Your mother is so fat that I told her to touch her toes, and she said, "What are those?" What are those? Thank you all for watching, and I will see you tomorrow for day 164. Peace out.